According to the National Weather Service, we're coming in like a tornado today.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me.
It's lunchtime. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Lunch with the Clydesdale. We are back and better than ever. It is a wild weather Wednesday here in Columbus, Ohio. Woke up to thunderstorms, then got a wind advisory until 7 p.m. tonight, and then got a tornado watch until noon today, which we got through. But all of this, I was in meetings up until the show. And, outside my house, like the trees are beating on the outside of my house. It was crazy, man. My wife actually like screamed at one point because it got a little hairy. But
damn.
So yeah, crazy. But hopefully, tornado watch is done. Hopefully, we are in the clear for the rest of the evening. But yeah. Crazy stuff. And then I'm trying to catch up with all the CrossFit news in like 5 minutes before the show goes live. And holy crap, did a lot happen.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
So just what I saw in the last little bit, let's hit a couple of these.
Okay.
Let's start here. I saw this.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Hopper wants to compete at Wodapalooza, and he's offering $3,000 for someone to drop out.
I mean, he's committed.
We've never seen anything like that before.
No. And then you saw Hiller in the comments offering $5,000.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I'm offering 5. There we go.
That's wild, dude. I mean, hey, he wants to go.
Jenny comments, there are about 10 on the leaderboard that should take that offer. CrossFit, just so you know, if you didn't see the emblem, this is from the barbell spin. Because I don't, this CrossFit News Network, I still haven't figured out. I'm assuming it's a competitor to the spin.
Which is bananas because that's where Savon normally gets his news from anyway.
But the CrossFit Network has created their own news website and own news channel on Instagram. I like the layout of the website. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I didn't go to the website yet. I think
it's really fresh. I think it looks really good. It's sectioned out into like gossip, into news, into they even have like the top 10 streaming podcasts for the last month. They have like it's got a lot of like new and updated kind of stuff in it. I found it was pretty easy to read, pretty easy to get through. I don't know what any of the sources are. I don't know who's putting it together. I meant to reach out to Jenny and see if she was behind some of it. Maybe I'll do that later today, but I've just been so busy with work this week that I haven't had time to do that. CrossFit wants to know, is there a schmear tab? No, this is where you get the schmear. The schmear is all right.
Schmear's live, baby.
Yeah, we do schmear live.
Schmear, we only schmear live and here.
Yeah.
You can't get that. You can't get that just anywhere.
Chattanooga wants to know if this means that Jason Hopper knows what 26.3 is and is feeling extra confident. I think he knows what all the other workouts are. And maybe he thinks he wants to beat James.
Well, he's probably looking at the leaderboard and thinking I would have a pretty good chance of winning this thing, or at least being on the podium if I go. And I probably should have did the qualifiers, and I did not. And I got $3,000 to burn.
And maybe it's not even $3,000 to burn. Maybe it's like I'm willing to invest 3 to get 10.
Sure.
I think is the way he's looking at it. Jason knows he's already in Miami, has flown and has a place to stay, and probably gets a live appearance fee from sponsors too. Probably gets all of that. And they're doing team, right? It's him and Medeiros and Dallin.
I think, yeah. So you're already there. Somebody wants to give up their spot. I mean, if you qualified in elite and you know that you're going to be towards the bottom of the leaderboard, and you have any sort of little, maybe my knee's not feeling quite as good as it normally was, or my shoulders kind of,
and I could pay off my hotel bill and hang out in Miami for the weekend.
I was about to say, and I slept funny last night, and Miami nightlife sure looks nice, and I could pay this for this whole trip and still be here and still be able to like go walk around, and yeah, why not?
So that came out. Then we had this pop up.
Oh yeah, I was pretty excited about that.
The Mayhem Classic will be live streamed. I have not had an opportunity to watch it. I don't know who's streaming it.
I didn't see who was streaming it. I did see Rich's comment though, that he said we lost a lot of money last year and we're trying to lose a little bit less this year. So whatever that means.
CrossFat makes a good point. 3K, and I don't need to show my feet on the internet for another month. Yeah.
Although I hear that's very lucrative.
Yeah, I hear. My daughter jokes with us almost daily that she is selling her feet on the internet, and I'm almost wondering, is she joking?
Right? Did she make any large purchases here recently without consulting y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think I ought to buy this car?
I hear. Okay, Corey.
Believe me, if somebody would pay me to take pictures, to send them pictures of my feet and my horrible, horrible toenails, I would be a wealthy man, because I have no problem doing that whatsoever.
Yeah. Listen, you got to make the money how you can.
I'm saying
inflation's going up. We're trying to figure things out these days.
Everything's expensive.
Whatever pays. I'm going off on a rail here, but I got my gas bill today.
Oh,
my usage charge was half of what my delivery charge was.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Because like 2 months ago, our gas bill shot way up.
Yeah, I remember saying that.
Our house fairly cool, so we don't use like a ton of gas in the winter, and so our gas bill is usually around 100. And last month it was 180. Now, yes, it got cold, but that was like a big jump. And so I got the new bill for today, and I just wanted to see what the hell's going on. And here the delivery charges have skyrocketed, and you're not using any more gas. Like it's so stupid, man.
And I mean, I feel like it's just delivered via pipe to your house. It's not like they're rolling up with a truck and then, all right.
And they didn't put a new pipe in. It's
right.
The same old pipe they've been using for 20 whatever years.
If not longer than that. That's insane, dude.
Anyway. There's that. So Mayhem Classic will be live streamed. They have a great lineup. That's awesome. So good to hear. Whether they're doing it in-house or bringing somebody in, I think it'll be a great feed. So there is that. The other things that have come out this morning are, let me share this thing. We've all been waiting for it.
Oh, I saw it on my way in this morning.
It's this one. Okay. The Dave Castro clue. So I think what I see, there's a production company on TV that shows like an aerial shot of these houses, and it kind of like goes, to me, that's what it looks like, blown up.
Yeah, it looks like a neighborhood.
Right. But there's a production company on TV that uses of like a shot of this, but it's a Google map. Or not a Google map, but a Google Earth.
Google Earth.
Maybe that's what it is. It's a Google Earth of a neighborhood. Lita wants to know if it's a compound. Denise wants to know if it's a map. I don't think it's a map. I think it's a Google Earth.
It looks a lot like it. So in my wife's Tesla, you can look at the map like while you're driving or whatnot, and you can switch from different views, and it looks a lot like if you switch to the satellite photo or whatnot. It looks a lot like that.
Zach TV says it's Iran, so 26-3 is going to be explosive,
on fire mostly. Full of sand. I don't understand what you're getting at.
A chipper?
No, we already had a chipper. I had an up and down chipper.
A milk mile?
Jesus Christ, Mark. Yeah, there is an X in the top left.
Oh, there is. I just saw that.
But what is that? But
if it's Iran, women's weights won't be equal.
Does that mean we're all good to fly to Australia and try to become citizens because we don't want to go home? Is that part of it? This means
Denise would think something inverted. I love the guesses, but Craig Pasley, ascending and descending deadlifts and burpee box jumps.
I'm not doing box jumps.
We're doing another box jump.
Nope. We ain't gonna see another box till maybe quarterfinals or semis. Ain't gonna happen.
I don't know. Don't see a lot of funny guesses this time.
Well, no, because people think they have it figured out. They're like 22.2. We're just doing it again. Burpees and deadlifts. Like I saw that guess a lot. And then 2 different places I saw this morning are reporting that supposedly it's leaked and it's 15.1, I think it was again, which is like total bar, various barbell stuff, and then a max clean and jerk afterwards. And then people on that same thread are saying, well, Wodapalooza already has a one rep max. You're not going to do that twice. And I don't think Dave gives a shit. I'm sorry.
CrossFit says 15-1 and 1A.
Yeah.
15-1A, man. My grip was so shot.
Yeah, trying to just pick up the barbell, I imagine.
I went for like a 225 and the bar flew out of my hands right at my judge.
Fun.
Yeah. A vivid memory of that. I don't know why it sticks in my head, but crazy. Trained Olive with round 1 and 2 being power cleans and burpees, round 3 and 4 squat cleans and burpees, round 5 and 6 clean and jerks and burpees.
Winter, I would love that. I'd be 100% down for that. Burpees and a barbell, sign me up.
So yeah. So anyway, that came out today. So we have that. And then the last thing is we've been talking about Xenom a lot.
Yep.
They are asking for volunteers and judges. Looks like a pretty good deal. They are training their judges.
Ooh.
Okay. And Judges are the backbone of any good competition, driving the standards and virtuosity expected in our sport. From first-time judges to elite-level masters of the craft, we provide training, guidance, and the best view of the action. Volunteers and judges get access to a wide range of benefits, including free merch, food and drink, discounts, and early access to future tickets, and stipends for senior roles.
Okay.
And so they have a link in their bio on Instagram. You can go to that and apply to be a volunteer and or a judge. But thought that was pretty cool.
That is very cool. Good on them. Good on them for that.
So good stuff. One little funny thing I saw here. I don't know if you saw, I've been having trouble with my heart rate and everything. So I saw this, and someone came up with a new breathing technique.
Yes, I did see that.
You seen this?
It's fantastic. Turn the sound up.
This is how it went for me.
Slide on the pimp gang with my pinky.
That's not actually a camel making that noise. They actually got me after a workout and just recorded my sound, because that's more or less what I sound like.
So yeah, that's how I sounded when the other day. So good stuff.
It's actually a live sound from me. They just dubbed it over that baby camel.
So I think that's all like the quick hitting stuff that I saw in the 5 minutes coming down the stairs.
Right.
I have the wrong notes.
Yeah, it's fine. You have the wrong notes. I have no notes. We are not the same person.
I never give you notes, man.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what always hits the right note?
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Schweitzer, king of the Segway.
It always hits the right note, especially when you're in the third week of the Open and you need the best recovery tool on the market. Get you your sleep, get your collagen protein, helps you recover, helps you sleep, helps you get all the stuff ready for 26.3. And they're running a deal until Monday. Monday is the last day. You're running out of time. 25% off. Code Jazzy.
Collagen protein
.com/Jazzy.
Yes. Collagen protein is definitely a thing in there, because my nails are growing like crazy since I've been taking it regularly. And when I was taking collagen protein regularly, same thing. Like my nails would grow like it was going out of style. They don't usually grow that fast.
Meredith says that camel is her after she's getting her kids ready for school. Vicky says that's me waking up in the morning, getting out of bed. Chattanooga.
Oh no!
Severe tear, almost full rupture in my suspirinatus, and a partial in my labrum. Waiting on the doc call.
Come for the segues, stay for the pronunciation.
Yeah, I'm king of medical pronunciation.
That's terrible. Chattanooga, that sucks.
Daniel Arnson, I ordered mine over a week ago and still waiting for it. It's because the deal's so good. The deal's just that good at Thirdsy. So many people are taking advantage of the Open deal.
I'm going to be one of them, because I'm about halfway through my second bag of the lemonade I got at home. And I'm just going to go ahead and order 2 more while the deal's going on. Just take advantage of it. Why wouldn't you?
That says growing nails for the feet pics.
I got to grow them for something. Like, bro, you got to take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way.
And listen to Leslie, like and subscribe. I've said this before. You realize like only 40% of the people that listen to the show are subscribed.
It's insane.
you're here. Most of you are here every day. Just hit the subscribe button. That way, if we do a special show someday, it can pop on.
Yeah, it's right there.
Train Olive, the camel is the Clydesdale spirit animal. Well, of course, the Clydesdale is the main spirit animal. But yeah, we'll take the camel too.
Take whatever we can get. Yeah, no, the lap's not wrong. Comps ain't free, folks.
Yep.
Registration fees, plane tickets, Airbnbs, food. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but just because I weigh 185 pounds does not mean I don't eat. I eat a lot. I'm hungry right now, as a matter of fact.
Frida says, that was me. The camel was her after hauling 20 kilograms of water, 3 stories due to water outage. I think the water wasn't outraged. I think it was a water outage.
I mean, hey, bro, you don't know what they do over there. Maybe the water was outraged.
This morning was that had an outrage to it. So anyway, so there's that. Wodapalooza kicks off tomorrow.
That's what I hear.
So I don't know if you saw the lineup.
I did not yet. I meant to look at it yesterday and I forgot.
I told you we were going to talk about this.
I know. That's why I meant to look at it yesterday.
The road to hell is full of intentions.
It is. It's paved with them. Paved with them.
See if I can find the lineup. Is this it?
Let's start with the most obvious one.
Here we go.
James. So
I will blow this up a little bit.
Yes,
this is
please.
Both men and the women.
Matilda Gorns, Emma Tall, Martin,
Ellie Turner, Emily Rolfe, Lucy Campbell, Astrid Tin, Hannah Black, Abby Domitz, Lydia Fish, Ariel Lowen, Elisa Fuliano, Janie Chevry. Who's your pick to win on the women's side?
Oh man, not Martina. Lucy. That's easy.
Yeah, everybody picked Lucy on the Sunday show. I went with Elisa Fuliano just to be different.
Yeah, but you gotta pick a winner, dog, and second at the games and push Tia a little bit. I'm going with Lucy.
On the men's side, I think it's even less star-studded. You have James Sprague as the headliner, and then you have like Nick Matthew, Austin Hatfield, Yona Koski, Pat Vellner, Ty Jenkins, Max Krieg, Bill Leahy. Sure.
Yeah, whoever the rest of those people are.
Alex Majors was when I was at CrossFit Polaris was my coach. My new coach. He trains with Rudy Berger.
I love me some Rudy. Philip, like, who are these people?
Yeah, so I'm saying, man. I think James is the obvious choice to win, unless Hopper gets someone to drop.
If Hopper can pay $3,000 to, I don't know, let's say Nico, whatever that dude's last name is.
Eliorsh.
Sure, that guy. Then it's a 2-man race at that point between him and the champ. But other than that, and look, I love Max and I love Bill Leahy. Those are the two my boys. But I mean, Austin's good, but if Austin's in Florida, he's probably going to Disney more than he's going to compete at freaking
CrossFit makes a great point. It's easier to pick who Hopper's replacing than it is to pick the winner.
Yeah, my money's on Bernardo Costa taking $3,000 from Hopper, and
I'm going with Philip Lundqvist.
Lundqvist, whoever that guy is.
Kenneth Delap says Ty Jenkins. One, I would never ever take Kenneth Delap's predictions. That nobody picks with their heart, more than Kenneth Delap.
Absolutely.
You can't even get men's field out of your mouth before he's yelling Colton.
I'm surprised he's not picking Colton right now, even though he's not on the list. You know, it'd be hilarious if Nick Matthew was like, "I'll take $3,000," and you just swapped it out. Like it's like Nick's a damn fine athlete, instead of one of these guys that nobody knows who they are.
It's not that these guys aren't good athletes, right? It's
Oh,
that
God, no.
that James is at a different level. Austin, a year ago, I would have said could compete, but
Yeah.
I don't know where he is right now. He hasn't shown us anything on a floor that makes me believe he's ready to take on James.
Correct.
And I don't think Ty is ready yet. He's on the way up.
You get Ty about two.
Bill Leahy could, but I, again, haven't seen enough consistency to see that. So yeah, there are good athletes in here, but James Sprague is at a different level. After last year, winning Wodapalooza, third at the games, third at Rogue, winning the WFP, he's just at a different level.
Yeah. So there's 9 people on there whose name I immediately recognize, right? Nick Matthew, Hatfield, Luca, Yonakoski, Pat Veltner, Jenkins, I guess Connor Volts, I know who that is too. Max, so you figure half the field is names that you know. Yeah. James head and shoulders above 90% of those people. Take out your Patrick Veltner, who's actually won Wodapalooza a couple of times, but I still don't think that means anything, right?
Yeah.
It really doesn't.
I'm interested in that to see how Pat does.
Absolutely.
Right. He's had the ablation. He's not going to have the heart flutter no more.
100%.
Is that going to show up in his performance? But again, we don't know. Like, we know James is there to win.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so the rest of these dudes, as much as my heart wants to say Bill and Max is going to be fighting for the podium, I think Bill will be fighting for top 5 or top 7 because I think he's there in this group. He's there to fight for that.
If Bill doesn't get top 7, there's a problem.
That's what I'm saying. But beyond that, it's James and everybody else. And I think the champ is looking at that list and going, it's James and everybody else. If I can get somebody to swap out, it'll be James and me and everybody else.
CrossFit says ablation. Isn't that what we call Tiger Woods? It didn't start with an A. It didn't start with an A, CrossFit. Kenneth says Ty qualified out of the syndicate. That should mean more. James Sprague wasn't at syndicate. Dallin Pepper wasn't at syndicate. Jason Hopper wasn't at syndicate. It's a different level.
This is a whole different thing right here.
As Nick Jonas says, levels, levels, levels. Get on my elevator. I told you it's going to be karaoke with us now.
Always. Always. Always.
Frida says Koski can still surprise. I'll give you that.
Sure. Are they swimming?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the workouts.
Yeah.
CrossFit says Ty qualifying out of the syndicate is like Miami of Ohio.
That is unbelievably accurate. It's unbelievably accurate.
Yeah, but I'll give you Koski. I'll give you Pat Veltner could surprise. Austin Hatfield could surprise.
Sure.
If they won, I wouldn't be like, oh my goodness, what the hell happened?
No.
But
I would also think that James probably had a couple of bad events, which you can't because this is just 2 days. So you can't really afford to have a couple of bad events. You need to have 4 out of 5 good ones.
There are levels to this whole thing, and there is a level of guys that can win any competition regardless of the programming, and James is in that league. The others are very program dependent. Agreed?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In this field, the people that can win regardless of programming are Jason Hopper, Dallin Pepper, James Sprague, Ricky Garrard. A healthy Roman Krennikov, a Jay Crouch, Justin Medeiros. I'll give you I want to see Justin this year. I feel like he's going to have a good year. I want to see it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And then your Pat Vellners, your Yonakoskis are in that next tier.
Their time has come and gone. I mean, Pat is what, 34? 33, 34, something along those lines. Like, he's been at this for quite some time now. It takes a toll, man.
Kenneth DeLapp is still hoping for a team of Mertens, Hatfield, and Tetlow to show up. And their team name would be, we're not tall enough for this ride.
100%. Must be this tall a ride. Colton and Scott are just about the same height, like almost exactly. And Scott's shorter than I am. And that's saying something. So, having said that, he is about 100 times fitter than I am. So, there's also that.
Yeah. Yeah. Tetlow's freaking awesome, man.
Scott's a fantastic dude.
Team down here.
We're down here.
So that's Wodapalooza. What's going on?
Well, will be.
I talked about this a little bit on Sunday night, but I had to talk about it a little bit more, and that is I am completely addicted to the show Drive to Survive.
I need to check it out.
So I finished up the 2024 season last night. All that I have left to catch up to real time is the 25 season. I am going to get a speeding ticket if I don't finish this soon.
You just clipping apexes and accelerating out of corners and
it's breaking. So fun accelerating. I forgot how much fun it was accelerating out of a corner.
I used to drive like a maniac, dude, and but it was calculated. It wasn't, just cutting in front of people in traffic and whatnot. Like, I drove fast to try to get where I was going, and it's because I used to be a huge racing fan back in the day, mostly when I was still driving like that. Now I got a Jeep, so twice as fast as any brick and half as aerodynamic. Which is good. I don't need to do that kind of shit. If I take the wife's Tesla somewhere and I get annoyed in traffic, it's not like I need to be by myself. I need to not have the family with me because I'll scare the shit out of everybody in that thing because it's quick.
Sunday, Julie and I went for a drive, and she's like, "I'm gonna die."
You'll be fine.
I was like, "It's all right. It's all right." CrossFit says, do the cycling and tennis one next. Golf one is meh. So I started with the golf one. So I've watched all of Full Swing. And now I picked up Drive to Survive. And there is more drama in Drive to Survive than a soap opera. Like, guys hate each other. Guys wreck into each other on purpose. Guys don't want to play well with their teammates. People get fired mid-season. It is in complete insanity.
I know if you go, it runs across. I get clips like that come up on my Instagram from time to time of the in-car radios from NASCAR guys and whatnot, talking about other people, and if he does that again, I'm going to put him in the wall. That's going out over live, over the air radios and whatnot, or I don't want to say talking shit about him because it's not necessarily that. It's more like if he does this again, this is going to happen. I don't know how this dude is still out here type stuff. And it gets chippy, man. But in their defense, they're running around a track at 200 miles an hour. It don't take much for somebody to be like, hey, man, don't do that. We could all die.
Yeah. And what I respect about Formula One is they'll race in any weather.
Oh, yeah.
Any weather.
Or on rain.
Put on the rain tires and the tracks are so long and wide that It could be raining on one end of the track and not on the other.
100%.
It's Corey has the look of a guy who goes "hup" when he jumps down from a truck.
Every time I step out of my Jeep or into it for that matter. I got pull handles, bro. Gotta get up. I got tiny legs, man. I got Hobbit, you understand? Or not Hobbit, excuse me. Good Lord. Hobbit, elf. What's the other one? Dwarf. Dangerous over short distances.
Daniel Arnson, what do we constitute a tall for the male athlete and short? And Kenneth Lepp says greater than 5'8", tall, less than 5'8", short. See, I would say like the 5'6" to 5'10" range is you're probably you're mean.
Yeah, pretty normal. Normally.
And so if you're shorter than 5'6", then you're short. If you're taller than 5'10", then you're tall.
Yeah, and I'm 5'6". If I'm somebody shorter than me, they're short, 100%. But if you're bigger than 5'10", you're, I don't say an anomaly. You were an anomaly at one point. If you were 6'2" and doing CrossFit, people looked at you like you had 3 heads. But we got more big guys in the sport now, on the sports side.
So, CrossFit, I don't like the Tesla feel accelerating, and it doesn't send the message. Corey has roll call voice to him.
If you drive in a diesel truck, you can downshift into a lower gear and like it'll start burning extra fuel and just call it rolling coal and blows black smoke everywhere like it's going out of style. What he's saying about the Tesla feel accelerating is that if you get in a regular car with like an automatic transmission and you go to pass somebody, you can feel it shift gears, like boom, boom, it'll drop 2. And like, it's that hesitation. And then Tesla doesn't do that because there's no transmission. It's a golf cart on steroids. So when you put your foot down, you had better be ready to be going in whatever direction that you are pointed in, because that's where you're going quickly. At least in the Tesla. I don't know how it is in like the Chevy Bolt or, you know, whatever the other ones are, but that thing that we got at the house, if you want to go, you point it in this direction and you smash that thing down, there's no hesitation. That's where you're going. You're going to you're going to get there real quick, fast, and in a hurry.
You just said faster than a hurry.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh, okay.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I see. I don't know what. I'm not fluent in Cajun, so I'm just trying to keep up. So this rolling cool, like we call that in Pennsylvania, jackbraking, where you're basically using the transmission to slow your car down.
Yeah.
And semis use it, and they actually put up signs in certain areas because it jacks up the road.
Well, it's super loud on an 18-wheeler. Like, it's super loud.
CrossFit says hotter than a fox in a forest fire, Corey, probably.
You have no idea how many of those I have. Like, stored away for a rainy day. It's a whole lot there, CrossFit.
Mark says the torque is immediately available, dangerous in my opinion.
You get used to it. You get used to it. It feels different when you're driving it for certain, but you get used to it. It don't burn the tires. It just goes. It's crazy.
CrossFit says if saying you played anything but wrestling surprises people, you're short.
When I tell them I was on the basketball team in high school, they look at me like I just said I just landed here from another planet. But you're short. Yeah, I'm aware.
Slater wants to know, Corey, what are your grips of choice? I'm in the market for new ones, been using the Victory Freedoms.
Frog grips, elite, whatever they are, whatever number that they are. No chalk and sticky as hell. Love them. Love them, love them, love them.
I hear good things about Frog.
I love my frog grips. I'm on
As
my
a passenger, you get nausea.
third pair.
Frog is so expensive.
I was explaining that to one of the new members this morning because she was saying something about she was looking at jump ropes the other day because she's still learning how to, in fact, jump rope. And she said something about it being expensive. I said, what do you think is expensive for a jump rope? And she was like, I mean, some of the ones I was looking at was like $40. I said, I want you to think about it just for a second because I'm asking you, how much do you think the jump rope that I, like my newest one, ran me? And she was like, I don't know, like 45, 50 bucks. And I said, if I could get my speed rope for 50 bucks, I would do a backflip. And I can't do a backflip, but I'd figure that shit out. But no. She's like, how much was it? I said, my RX Mortgage, I think it was like 160. I said, congratulations. You're in an expensive hobby.
Corey has that bougie 110 rope.
I got the RX Evo, whatever the big bad RX Evo one is.
Yeah.
That's the one I got.
So I have the traditional RX and I have the RX where you can change out the ropes.
Yeah.
The quick change.
Yes, Larry, the Evo.
Evo Go. I have the Evo Go.
No, I got the Evo.
Yeah, I know. Yours is
whatever it is.
Mine has three. It has the bead, the regular like buff rope, and then a speed rope, and you can just snap them in and out real quick.
That actually sounds really nice because my speed rope is in my box, my drag rope is in my box, my weighted rope is in my box, and my speed rope just stays with me. That's the other thing I told her. I was like, if you told me that as a 48, almost 49-year-old man, I was going to own 5 different jump ropes and use them all for different things, I'd have laughed at you 10 years ago, but here we are.
Mark's right. I think it's called the Freevo now that he says that. Evo goes like an electric mower, I think. I don't know. But I think it's the Freevo. And it has snap in. The handles just snap into different ropes.
Nice.
It does not spin as well as my traditional rope.
Yeah. When I got my Evo, I literally did like this. I started my timer and just spun it and just held it like that. And it ran for like a minute and 35, minute 40 seconds.
Amanda says Legends required Evo.
That's kind of crazy.
Peter Benoit says, I need to mortgage the house to buy some of the fancy jump ropes. What ain't that bad? It ain't like you're eating at Arby's.
Yeah. I didn't have to take out a second mortgage. I'll call my wife before I bought it and be like, look, we ain't gonna be able to eat out this month. I'm going to buy a new jump rope.
Missed the opportunity to collab with Devo and call it the Whip It.
Not yet. I mean, the opportunity is still out there. Nobody else has done it.
Yeah, everybody has all kinds of ropes, man.
It's wild, dude. That the amount of I bought my weighted rope actually at Monster Games because the teams use the Velites one. It's got a heavy cable and heavy handles, and you can add and reduce weight to the heavy handles, and that thing is brutal.
Larry said that Shelly tried the Evo at regionals. Her face lit up, and I just took my wallet out. We've all been there, buddy. We've all been there. Not necessarily for a rope.
No.
But we've been there for sure.
Damn it. Why do you keep finding stuff that you like?
My wife pulls the purse off the rack. Son of a bitch.
I don't. She sent me my wife sent me a link to one like a month and a half ago or something like that. And I was like, oh, cool. And then it showed up at the house like 3 days later, 4 days later, whatever it was. Whatever.
Peter says the Horvat rope is 250 US. Didn't even know she had one. She's with RX, isn't she?
Possibly.
I mean, she used to do a lot of like their videos and stuff.
Yeah, I want to say that rings a bell. Like that would make sense, but God, dog, $250 for what? To have her name written on it? Like, there's no way it could spin any better than the one that I have.
CrossFit says I had good luck on Temu and AliExpress for knockoffs.
Yeah, I'm not spending $250 on a rope.
The Laura Horvat rope goes cadoos, 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 cadoos.
Bro. Yeah, I'm not spending $250. Just like I'm not spending $250 on running shoes. Like, oh, it's got a carbon pleat on the inside, and for $250, it better pick me up and run me. Like, I shouldn't have to do a whole lot. It's just make my feet go.
For $250, it needs to be Wile E. Coyotes with the rocket ships on the bottom.
Slater, I got the HD Frog Grip Elite. Yeah, Doug.
Yes, and she was doing crossover dubs in a video for them a month before Boz ever programmed them. Yeah.
Not saying that means nothing, but
just saying, I know an athlete that when that was announced at the games, watched all the like half the other athletes pull the beaded rope out of their bags that nobody had ever seen before.
Yeah. Oh, look, I just happen to have this. And as it turns out, it works really, really well for crossovers. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I don't have.
So Lito actually is complimenting CrossFat for being on fire today. And then Lupe says, CrossFat just be talking.
Both things can be true.
So true. So true. I
don't I mean, look, I did spend $150 on my running shoes, but that's about my limit for any pair of shoes. The only shoes I spent more than that was on my cowboy boots.
I just bought a new pair of running shoes. I went to the bargain sale bin online, found some that they had my size left. Click it, $40. Yeah.
Oh, if I can get them on sale, like when I went and bought my tiers, the first thing I did when I went, I say the first thing I did, the second thing I did after I went and looked on their site and decided I was going to go ahead and try to get some of this is I texted Rudy to see if we had a code, a coupon code, because I know he's sponsored by him. I was like, hey man, we got like a tier discount code or something I can put in.
Purple, I guess, Scott, probably. They're actually blue. It's like a pretty, I actually said to my wife, they were actually pretty. They're like a pretty blue. The ones I wanted were orange and black, but they didn't have them in my size.
It happened like that.
I don't understand the carbon plated stuff. Like, are you worried you're going to get shot on the running course? What?
In the bottom of your feet?
Yeah.
Supposedly
on my feet.
Supposedly, because of the way it's made, it'll spring you along.
Now I got it though. When you're selling your feet pics, you got to protect the feet.
You gotta take care of it.
Vest on the feet because they're the money makers.
100%. Yes. Yeah, if I have racing flats, in case y'all wondering, left over from my running days, that I will run a 5K with if I'm actually trying to win or trying to think I can. But other than that,
CrossFit is giving me advice: energy, return, and stability. But if you're slow like us, it reminds us we're slow.
Right.
I don't need reminders.
You want to know if I'm slow? You can just go look on my my Garmin history at the last couple of times I ran. That'll tell you everything you need to know right there.
I only use them for race day, though, not for training.
Yeah, because they're Kenny gonna get the. Of course, he's gonna get the Colton specials.
Kenneth DeLapp, Kenneth DeLapp is so in love with Colton Mertens. One, I'm not going to be surprised when the restraining order is sent.
I'm surprised it's not on the way now.
Right. But he thinks his next pair of shoes will be Lu Zhang. I'm hoping that's close.
That one you got me on that one.
Lu Zhang. Okay.
Yeah.
And probably only because Colton wears them.
Sponsored by him. Didn't he have like gold ones last year whenever they first made the announcement? Like they were all gold.
Yeah. It's all about the rebound, think like prosthetic or adaptive sprinter uses.
Yeah, it'll make you the Blade Runner.
I can spend $200 on a shoe, but if I don't have a $20 insole, then every shoe sucks for me. I think I'm getting to that point.
I used to run, like when I was running a whole lot, I insisted on the zero drop or little drop as possible, barefoot style. I didn't want all that cushion bullshit. I want to be able to run, feel the ground, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I bought these, and if you'll notice, that's got a whole lot of cushion in it. And I was wrong the entire time. As it turns out, I should have been running in these giant pillows the entire time because, like, I ran Monday morning, dude, and oh my God, they just feel nice.
Apparently, I need to rename this show. This is really the feet episode. Pics, jump rope, shoes. So
You're welcome.
Last thing, I don't know. There has not been an announcement, but did you notice that Ariel Lowen is now wearing Reebok?
No, I did not.
She's been a tier shoe athlete for a while.
Yes.
She is now appearing at the Power Hour in Miami with other Reebok athletes, Fee Sagafi and maybe Elisa Fuliano.
I thought Elisa was Nike, but
who, Elisa?
Yeah.
No, she's been Reebok a while. Okay. And in her last picture in her garage, or last video, she was wearing Reeboks in the workout. So I think she is switching over to be a Reebok athlete.
They're gonna pay her. Why wouldn't you be? So
there for a while, Reebok, other than European athletes, they'd kind of like it was like Fee and a bunch of Reebok and bunch of European athletes. Now they're leaking back into the US. Do you think they're making a move back into the US market?
I hope so, man. I mean, I haven't bought a pair of Nanos in quite some time, but it's just because I found something that I like better. But it's OG. They kept they threw so much money at the sports side of it. It's not even funny while they were running that stuff, and they do make good shoes.
They do. Reebok fit better than any other shoe for CrossFit.
I have no complaints about any pair of Nanos I ever owned, and I had quite a few, to the point where he ain't wrong.
Nope. And that's asked if they were going after the Xenon market.
Entirely wrong. This is how much we believe in him around the house, I guess you could say, is that like my wife thought she liked No Bulls when she was still at the gym, to the point where like I bought her 2 different pairs. She bought herself a pair and whatnot, but then she would always complain that her feet hurt. Oh, my feet hurt. Oh, my feet hurt. And I said, that's because you're wearing those bricks on your feet. And then one day I just bought her a pair of Nanos. I found a pair that were in her size that looked like they were going like a colorway I thought she would like. They showed up at the house. She's like, "You bought more shoes?" I was like, "Actually, these are for you." Gave them to her. She put them on. She came back from the gym and apologized to me. She's like, "My feet don't hurt." And I was like, "Yeah, I bet they don't."
No one liked Nobles. They were convinced they liked Nobles.
Correct.
I
like the
I'm
fact that
barefoot while lifting and wadding, but I only wear my Nanos if I need shoes.
I'm assuming Jody works out in her garage.
I think basement, but yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. I have Nanos since forever, but I typically divert to Innovates. Currently have the Tier CX2s, but rope climbs means Nanos. It's confirmed publicly, but the second gen Nobles definitely messed up Justin's feet.
I can believe
I hated Reebok Nano X2 and through X4, but the X5 are way better. I have hated every Reebok since the 9. And when the 9s were getting put on sale, I bought a ton of them. So I have a ton of 9s in my closet to break out when I need them. So
I had 8, 9s. I didn't get to 10 because I thought it was the upper looked kind of funny, but then 11s, 12s. I think that's the last ones, maybe 13s. Because when I was still getting my military discount, or when they were still giving the military, it was 50%. So like I could buy a pair and then basically get a pair free. So when the new colorways would drop, like when the new one would come out, I would just go buy 2 pairs of shoes, and I'd have one in one color and one in the other color. You go look at my closet right now, like they're still all in there. So like there's probably 8 pairs of Nanos in there just lined up.
when I'm feeling froggy, I still have a pair of Nano 4s I put on.
Oh, those are so pretty. I like those a lot.
They're orange and black, and they are, I love that rubber gate on the toe.
Same.
They're practically indestructible. And I just keep them around for like when I want to deadlift or maybe some lifting. I don't want to run in them or do anything like that, but I think I have like 6 pairs of 9s.
I wish they would bring back, like they bring back the 2, because everybody loves the 2, so they just started making 2s again. I wish they would do that with the 6s, because I think the 6s look like, as far as design is concerned, it's one of my favorite looking shoes I've ever seen.
Is everything in Pittsburgh really black and gold? Pretty much. My favorite color is orange. I like orange accents on things, and I'm a Bears fan, so they're orange, and that's probably where it comes from. But that's just me.
CrossFit, that's what I'm in right now. Strike Movements. That's my CrossFit shoes.
Lucy Campbell wears Metcons too. Coincidence? I think not. Yet Reebok stayed active in Europe, but they did not in the US. And so I found it like just a little sneaky big news that Ariel's been wearing Reeboks.
Good on her.
So
I stopped wearing Nike Metcons after the 4s, because I couldn't run further than 400 in them without them feel like I had bricks strapped to my feet. They hurt a lot.
Be nice. All those Yinzers can't figure out more than 2 colors. See, I'm a Penguin fan and a Pirate fan, so I do get into the black and gold a little bit, but yeah. Pitt University is blue and gold, though, not black and gold. University of Pittsburgh, I should say. They would never like the other way I say it. Anyway, all right. I think we've had enough. The Scott Anchor Original Innovate were my favorite. The Scott Panchek.
I mean, he wears Innovates, or did for the longest time. I don't know if he still is.
I love nerdy shoe talk. Well, you came to the right place today.
We're here to serve the people. That's what we do.
Strike Movement looks good, though, for sure. I think they look good. They're just a tiny bit narrower than the Reebok.
Not for me, they're not. And I got a wide foot. Like I got so much, dude, my toes spread out in them. I love them. I absolutely love them.
I just love the toe box of the Reeboks. It's really hard to find anything else. Their problem is durability and bad return policy.
Who's durability and bad return policy?
Assuming strike movement.
Mine are pretty damn durable. I beat the shit out of mine, and they're holding up.
I hate the tears. I'm so again, like the back cuts into my Achilles. Something fierce.
Good news is that there's enough options out there because everybody's feet are built differently. So like there's enough options out there for people because people say shit like that, and like I put them on, and I'm like, I don't feel the same thing. And I know people that ran literal half marathons in Metcon 4s, and I'm like, you're a soldier. I don't even know how you did that because they beat the shit out of my feet. I'm like, I just really like them. It's why. Yes, Vicky, I have 2 different pairs of Savage ones. Love them.
So many options. Well, with that, I think we've exhausted the shoe talk for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, most of you that are here are not subscribed to the channel. Just hit that subscribe button. It helps the algorithm so much. And don't forget to get your Thursday before the open is over. Code Jazzy at checkout. With that, we will be back tomorrow highlighting what may be coming at us with 26.3. With that, we'll see you all tomorrow on Lunch with the Clydesdale. See y'all then.